Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, May something, close to the end of May. Let's see, it is early in the morning. I can't find my phone right now. And I'm out of Myrtle Grove Marina. Wind out of the south. We are fishing a rising tide this morning. Should be rising well into the afternoon. How the fishing goes depends whether I'll be here late or if I stay till noon or so and then head to the house. I'm starting here around these structures with this gold spoon, just retrieving it slowly. Gold spoon, silver spoon, anything like that is a very good search bait, just to find out if there's fish in the area, you know, before you stop and drop anchor and start throwing something maybe that you fish a little slower or that you cover a little less ground with. So I just toss this in a bit of a fan cast and use it to tell me if there's anything around. Beautiful morning this morning. So hopefully it's going to stay a little overcast with a little bit of this wind action. So later, if I get the inkling, I can throw a top water. You know, you need a little wind action. Overcast is always better. Bright sun doesn't work too well for top water. Water's warm today, mid 70s. Temperature outside is, I believe, 81 now, going to 87 to 90 this morning or this afternoon. And hopefully we'll have some good footage for you. Catch some nice reds, maybe some trout, hopefully a flounder or two or 10. And we'll have a good day. Okay, well, that first spot didn't result in anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work my way up this seawall here, whatever you call that, and use this structure as my starting point. What you need to catch fish generally out here is water movement, which we do have. Tide's moving pretty good this morning. You need structure, which we have here. Piers and this wall, and there's some wood or something in the water here. And then bait. So you've got bait jumping. What I mean by bait is the presence of bait. And I've seen mullet jumping already this morning. So we've got all three factors. We just have to find the fish. As you guys can see, my boat is under construction. I just built a new casting deck. Got rid of the bow mount motor. It's too heavy. Went back to a transom mount right there. First time out with it, so you can hear it's skipping on the water a little bit. It needs to go down a little deeper. And then on this flat boat, you know, you can tell when you're going into the wind a bit. Oops, that was a bad cast. It makes a good bit of noise. So when I get to my next spot, which is just up here to the left, I will see if I can face a different direction so you guys don't have to listen to the wind, or I'm sorry, the waves thumping on the bottom of this metal flat boat the whole time. Again, I'm out of Myrtle. Oh, that was a hit. Doggone it. I'm out of Myrtle Grove, Louisiana. Let me find the date for you. Sunday, May 25th. It is 6:01 in the morning. Sun just came up. I'm working my way up Wilkinson Canal here, trying to find some redfish. I would not snub my nose at. Ooh, there's another hit. Doggone it. Stop talking and start fishing, dude. Shoot. Doggone it. That's two fish I missed. I'm fishing along this structure here, just dragging the spoon as I work my way up the canal or down the canal, depending on your perspective. A little loose lightweight here, pulling a gold spoon. I've had two hits, and of course I was not paying attention, and I missed them both. I don't know what they were. Could have been something small, but still, pay attention to what you're doing a little better, and maybe you'll catch some fish. Hold right here for a minute. This is a spot that I've caught a ton of fish in. in the past. I did bring popping corks and some dead shrimp today, just in case I don't have luck with this spoon or with the paddle tails or the top water or the switch baits. I'm going to try all of them today. Alright, one more cast this way, and then I'm going to go across the canal to another spot, and then we'll head to my first actual fishing spot of the day. What's my trolling motor doing? Still nothing here. Alright, let's try it over there. Oh, that's where I wanted it. Right. It feels like a fishy spot. Nope, nothing there. Right. Let's see what happens. One more cast. Wanted it closer than that. I like to fish under those piers if I can. Oh, something hit top water over there. I wonder if that's a sign to me. I don't think I have a top water rig right now. Like most guys out here, I say one more cast. What I mean is 10 more casts. All right, we're moving. We're gonna run with the trolling motor across the canal over here. Yeah, you hear that thing? Be right back, guys. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. All right, we took a little bit of a trip across the canal here to a spot where I've had a bit of luck recently. Again, moving water, we've got tide movement, we've got structure, and what I'm hoping for is some bait jumping or bait activity, and then obviously aggressive, hungry, gullible fish. Still throwing the gold spoon, working around this structure here. A fallen tree, I've got a canal marker there, got a bunch of overhanging trees and some marsh grass, and then I've got a nice flat surface dropping off to about 8 feet from the shore to about where I am right here. So I probably need to back up a little bit. Oh, back up like reverse, dummy. Yeah, I think I'm in the mud. Can't be in the mud this far out, can I? No. Gonna keep working this spoon as I drift around this way. Oh, I am in the mud. Yikes. Okay. I had 2 hits back over by that pier, but then I worked at another 20 casts or so. Oh, look at that sunrise. That's beautiful. So I'm gonna work it around this corner here. The tide is moving in, so it's going right to left as we sit, as we view it. So you like to have your bait, your lure, come with the tide movement, not against it. Bait fish tend to move with the tide, so the ambush predators will face into the tide movement. So if you're coming from behind them, a lot of times you're not going to find success. Still no hits over here. Like I said, the spoon is a great search bait. Just fan cast it. What I mean by fan cast is cast it in a fan pattern around you. See what you find. It is a beautiful day today. I'm hoping for a little more cloud cover though. I do not do well with bright direct sunlight. My skin doesn't like it. All right, we're gonna head up this canal here. It seems like there should be some tide movement through here. Oh shoot, in a tree? No. Try to stay out of the trees, huh? This new trolling motor's got a little giddy up to it. Use a slower speed. Of course, the tide is moving in this direction and pushing me, so that's helpful. Let's see. I feel like I'm going to get one right here. Slow it down right there. Let's slow it down. Nope, no hits there. Haven't found the fish yet, guys. I do see bait movement, water movement, and structure. So if you follow the formula, there should be fish here. The fish don't know that though, unfortunately. They don't know the formula, and they go where they want. Go over here, see what I can find. So far, nothing. Do I cheat and go to a popping cork with a little dead shrimp under it just to see if there's fish around? I don't know about you guys, but I find popping cork fishing just boring. Not that it's not effective, it's just a little slow for me. But I also find not catching fish boring. So there's that. It's beautiful out here this morning. Calm before the hot. Gonna get probably 90 today. As long as the breeze stays up, we'll be okay out here. But if the breeze lays down, I'm probably gonna go to the house. A lot of bait movement, a lot of mullet swirls, and we've got overcast skies for now. Sun's still behind some clouds. We've got surface. Oh no, that's a good cast. I thought that was in the marsh grass there. I'm just retrieving this spoon just fast enough to keep it off the bottom. Over there by that marsh grass, there's a flat. Where I'm sitting here is about 8 feet deep, and then where I'm casting is probably 1.5 feet maybe, and it drops off from there to here to about 8 feet. I don't have my fish finder on the boat right now. Like I mentioned, it's under construction, but I've been here enough times that I know where the features are on this little canal. No hit on this cast. I'm going to switch to something else just to see if I can find some activity. Even if I switch to a popping cork, just to see if there are fish here. Oh, I see redfish tailing over there. I see you, buddy. Right there. Come on. Oh, delicious golden spoon. Come on, buddy. Come on. I saw you. I know you want it. Come on. No? What in the heck, bud? I saw him tailing over there. Let me go over there and see if I can get him. He's tailing right off that point. I still see him. Right there in the corner of that marsh grass, there's a little tree. Oh, you see him? You see him right there? Go over there and get in front of him. Can I? Oh, shit. That was a bad cast. Is he chasing him? Oh, maybe. Come on, buddy. Don't be like that. Well, that didn't work. He went right past it. I see you. I know where you are. That's a better cast right in front of his face. Come on, bud. Get it. Come on. He turned at it. I'm going to a popping cork with some dead shrimp just to see if I can make some action. GoPro, stop recording. Alright guys, I'm about to start cheating. I'm going with this Full Horseman popping cork with a dead shrimp. I don't know what, 20 inches below the cork. Going back over here where I saw that redfish tailing. See if I can get him interested in this. Man, there's so much bait. I don't know if you guys can see that down there, but every time I drive through here, I just got bait jumping and heading away from me. So I'm not going to go too far in here. I'm just going to put this shrimp over there where I saw that redfish tailing. See if I can get him, get something. So what you do with this popping cork is you just get it out there and use it like its name suggests. It's a popping cork. So you put it out there, and the popping sound is supposed to mimic a fish feeding or something feeding, which should in theory attract other fish, and then they'll find your bait down there and hopefully eat it. I've got I'm using a Berkeley. This is a medium heavy. What do I have on here? Shimano 4500 series. Like I said, I've got a 4 Horseman popping cork. I love those things. They've got the weights on the top and the bottom. They seem to avoid tangling. Then you just point your rod somewhat at it and hold it there, and when you want to pop it, you just pop and then reel up the slack just a tiny bit. I'm seeing redfish all over the place here. For those of you not familiar in Louisiana or wherever you're fishing for redfish, if it's shallow water, a lot of times that redfish tail will come out of the water. I call it tailing. It's because his head is down. He's looking for, he's looking for food, shrimp, crabs, something on the bottom. And so his body is tilted downward, and his tail a lot of times will come out of the water. And that's what we look for. We'll see if we can entice him to eat what we've got. So far, they don't even want shrimp on the bottom. What I'm gonna do is go over here and then drift back. Like I said, the tide is coming in. So right now, the way I'm facing, it's coming toward me. So I'm gonna work my way back around this stump and then cast into the side there. There's a redfish tailing right there. For some reason, they're not interested in what I've got to offer yet today. Let's see if I can get, that's right next to the ledge. There's a ledge that works from left to right as we're sitting here. And that cork is sitting just about where the ledge drop off begins. So let's see what we've got hanging out here. GoPro, stop recording. Well, first fish of the day is not what we're looking for. This is a stupid little hardhead catfish. For anyone that knows, oh, listen to him croaking. Burp, burp, burp. When anybody that knows about these things know that they will stick the shit out of you. And their little spines. See you later, buddy. Say hi to the camera. Their little spines have some kind of poison on them, I guess I call it. And it'll burn for 20 minutes after they get you. I just use a towel. A lot of people use fish grabbers and special gloves. I just have these little Gatorade towels that I bring out here with me. I just wrap it around them, see if I can keep them getting stuck. I've been seeing a lot of activity back here on this flat. I'm not sure how far back here I can get, but I'm gonna go back here and see if I can get this shrimp in front of a couple of reds back here. Usually when the tide is at the level it's at now, which is fairly high because of the south wind we've been having for, it seems like 2 weeks now, I can get about halfway back here. So let's see what I can go find. See how it gets nice and calm back here. Maybe I can find a redfish in the lead here. And now I'm in the sun. That's close enough. Let's go see what we can see. It's probably, I don't know, 10 inches deep right there where I threw that cork. Let's see if anybody's back here. I know these fishing into this popping cork doesn't exactly create compelling content, but neither does watching me cast a gold spoon 4,000 times with no action. Now, the way a redfish take a cork down generally is very slow and gentle. Other fish, trout for example, will just smash it. It'll almost scare you, it's so violent. But a redfish, even though he's generally a lot bigger than some of the other more aggressive fish out here, they'll take it down nice and slow. And then when they realize they're hooked, they fight like a banshee. Yeah, the tide's pushing me back out of here. And I'm in the mud now. All right, I'll be back when I find the fish. GoPro, stop recording. All right, guys, we moved to another bayou here. Back to the gold spoon, and I'm fishing with the tide. I'm not sure if you saw it. There was an alligator right there, but he dove as soon as he saw me, I guess, like a submarine. Tide is coming out of this little canal as I'm facing it, so my spoon is what I would call coming with the tide as I'm retrieving it. Hopefully I'll catch the fish looking in this direction. So far not, though. So far not much going on. Again, the fish don't know the formulas that we follow. They have their own ideas. Let's try back over here. Let's see if I can catch one sleeping over here. Here, buddy, where you at? Tasty gold mullet thing. Not suspicious at all. Go ahead and just try and eat it. Go ahead. No? Not gonna be gullible today, huh? What about over here? Well, not a lot of action today so far. Oops. That was a bad cast. Structure, wind structure, water movement, and bait activity. 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, -3 = 0 fish so far. 0 fish. Oh, my little alligator friend's back. See him over there? He just popped up. He's not scared. Generally, I try to keep my casts away from the alligators because they'll chase it and... Oh! Shoot! That must have been a small one because he grabbed it and spit it. Anyway, the alligators will not only chase your lure, but you do not want to hook one of those guys. But as they're doing so, obviously being predators, they're chasing the fish away. Let's go back and see if I can find a little messing around with my spoon. I don't think this bayou is very deep, but this cut rather. I don't have a fish finder, so I don't actually know what it looks like. But hey, people have been fishing for thousands of years without fish finders, right? do I go to something else? Let's try something else. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, I got something. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe a flounder? Maybe a big hardhead? Maybe a small redfish. Oh, get out of that motor. Pulling a little bit of drag. Come on, sucker. Where you at? Let me see you. Stronger than he first seemed. Oh yeah, a little redfish. Little redfish. Pretty one. Not gonna make the team, but he's pretty. He ate my doggone hook though. Oh, buddy. Why'd you do that? Let me toss this anchor just because I don't feel like drifting into all this grass. Hang on, little bud. You're going back in the water just a second. Let me get my anchor out there. So maybe I can catch some of your buddies. Probably should hook the anchor to the boat though, huh? It might be better than not. Alright, let's get this hook out of your face. Or your belly, or more accurately. Good, pretty fish. Nice blue tail. He was punching above his weight too. I thought he was bigger. Alright. Oh man. Little girl, I don't know which. She's not croaking, so I guess you're there you go. Open up for me, bud. Can I get it out without hurting you too much? I'm trying. You ate that sucker all the way down to your belly. God dang it. Oh man, I hate doing this to you guys. There we go. Oh, I thought I had it. I'm trying not to mess up your gills, little buddy. Oh, shoot, man. Doesn't help that I'm blind. Here, little bud. Good luck. That is a hardhead, I do believe. Oh, you little rat. Hear him? See those spikes? Oh yeah, trying to get me. Oh yeah, easy, buddy. Easy. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Nobody's gonna hurt you. As long as you don't hurt me, we got an understanding. Okay? Good. You hold still. Look. Say hi to the camera. See you later. Well, that's a redfish and two hardhead at this little spot right here. I don't mind catching a hardhead. I mean, it's better than sitting here watching the top of this cork or pulling my spoon. Oh, there's another hardhead. Doggone it. Yeah, I got to cast in a different spot. They're just going to keep eating my shrimp here. All right, let me get out there a little bit more away from those little suckers. So far, we've got, what, 6 hardhead, 1 redfish. No redfish worth keeping, or that are. No, that's another doggone hardhead. Maybe I should go to the spoon right here, just because I know there are reds here, and hardheads don't touch the spoons generally. Just go one more try over here where I know there's some current. There's current moving right to left over there between these clumps of marsh grass. I would like to think that there might be a redfish over there. Let's just give it a shot. If not, I'm going to go to the spoon and drag it through this grass here. See if I can find. Oh, that's another stupid catfish. The way you can tell is the catfish just pop it and take it down, and then when you feel them wiggling really hard, rather than the redfish, which just starts yanking. Ooh, that was something big, broke the water right there. The redfish just take it down slowly, but then when you feel them, they take off, and you know that it's not a catfish. All right, let me drag the spoon through here just to see what we can see. Like I said, my boat's under construction. I've got no rod holders, bare wood casting platform here. New trolling motor as of yesterday, because my big bow mount decided it had seen enough. So I went with a much smaller transom mount, just because the boat was getting a little heavy. At my house, I have to manually roll it back into the backyard, and the heavier it is, obviously, the more difficult that is. So I'm going to drag this spoon. I tell you what, I'm going to go with the current here, so I need to go back this way. Drag it along this marsh grass. Again, sorry about the banging of the little waves under the bow of the flatboat here. Not much I can do about it in this spot, except talk louder. No liking the spoon today. I've got the top water rigged up, but I really don't feel like using it out here in this bright sunlight. I don't think it's going to work very well. The spoon is generally foolproof or fool resistant. There's nothing that wants it today, apparently. All right, let's try a random cast out here in the middle. Why not? Maybe I'll find some big redfish transiting between feeding areas. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna go move. I see another alligator. I'm trying to stay out of his area just because I don't want to be in competition with him. Alright, let's yank this anchor up. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Well, it's been about 2 hours since I had a hit, so the camera was off. And now I've got something that I caught on the popper. Oh, it's a big fat hardhead. Yeesh. Yeah, buddy. I know. Hold on, big guy. Hold on, big guy. You don't hook me, I won't hurt you, okay? Let's see if I can keep this out of your eye. Sorry, man. This is why they call them hard heads, because the head is hard. Hey, see you later, buddy. Well, thought I had a good fish. GoPro, stop recording. So as you can see, I'm back to the popping cork, and oh, nope. I think that's another catfish. Is he still on there? Yeah, he's still on there. So the tide is moving pretty heavy through this little area right here. So what I'm doing is I'm casting up tide or up current, and then just allowing the cork. Let me see if I can get this guy without getting stuck. Can I? You gonna be nice to me, buddy? You laughing at me because you know you could stick me if you want to? Bye-bye. Anyway, I'm casting up current and then letting the shrimp under the cork drift from right to left here. I've gotten a bunch of hits, but they've all so far been catfish. But I just feel like there's a redfish hanging out in there, looking to ambush bait coming around this corner. So I'm putting it over there. You can see it's there, and it's going to drift this way. And I just think maybe there's a red in there hanging out, or maybe a big. Oh shoot! Is my cork gone already? Yes, it is. I don't feel anything. Nope, it's back up. Took it out of his mouth. He probably stole my shrimp, the little rat. Anyway, I feel like if I can get past these catfish, there might be a nice redfish in there somewhere. But it looks like I'm just in a big school of hardhead catfish. So I'll keep trying. Yeah, see, he just shaves off both ends of my shrimp, and I'm just left with a little, what I call a thumb. Looks like a little thumb of shrimp. Looks like Brett Gardner. Brett Gardner from the Yankees is just a little angry thumb. So anyway, I'm going to keep letting this thing drift. Yeah, that's another catfish. See how it goes under quick and then pops back up because they're too small to grab that big hook I have. But if I let them have it long enough, they'll end up hooking themselves. I can go back there. I can see the tide is really ripping through here. Maybe I'll do that. Let me try one more, and then if I don't get anything worth keeping, I'll pull the anchor up and we'll go that way through this cut to the other end of the cut. There might be redfish hanging out there too. Not so much redfish today. I probably caught 40 hardheads, but only the one redfish, and he was 3 inches from being legal. You know, it's not his fault. He tried. He gave it his best try, but he was short. Fishing report says the best, I'm getting away from those catfish. The best time today is between 11 a.m. and 12:30, and I think it's around 9 o'clock in the morning right now. My phone's up in the bow, but just stick it out, you know. Try to keep trying different lures and different techniques, and when those don't work, I just go back to the popping cork, just because, you know, honestly, I get a little tired of casting. My arm starts to hurt, my elbow, and you know, the popping cork's a lot easier just to throw it out there and let it sit. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll be back. GoPro, stop recording.